Welcome, Annika. Where are you today?
So today I'm actually in my hometown as I've been traveling for a while, so southern Poland, and then well, I'm basically following a tour here in Poland and then coming back where I'm currently based. So all the way north of the country, actually.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's so cool. I'm so happy to have you here direct from Poland. That is so great. You are the first international guest on this channel.
Okay.
Yeah, and I'm so happy that you have been watching some of the episodes and you've been able to see some of the girls making heavy metal in the US. We have like a whole bunch of people that will be coming on from many different countries and continents in the future. So please introduce yourself for the people who don't.
So I'm really happy to be here. I really appreciate it. And to start with, I'm a music journalist. It's been almost 6 years. I've been writing for Kvlt magazine, which is based in Poland, but I've also been covering some international events, and the interviews are also with international artists, of course. It's, well, it's not just about metal, as the name would suggest. It's basically also alternative and any sorts of music which is connected to alternative subculture and anything outside of mainstream, so to speak. So it's also sort of my mission to expand this as a music enthusiast, as a fan, as let's say beginner bassist. I've never played in a band, at least not yet, but who
Yeah,
knows what will happen.
this channel is for women in the like rock, metal, and punk scene. So you totally fit in, and I'm so happy to help women in rock, metal, and punk find you.
Yeah,
So let's start with questions. When did you first realize that you loved heavy music and you wanted to be a part of recording its history?
when it comes to Discover itself, it was through quite indirect sources, I would say, because it was the visual aspect. When I saw basically other kids, it was in junior high, when I saw uh, some of the other students wearing. So they were, few of them would wear those heavy metal t-shirts, but just to PE classes, since well, it was a Catholic school, Southern Poland, yay. So it was quite strict, and no one would wear it just out in the corridor during classes. But PE was more relaxed. I mean, as much as I hated it, I was really intrigued by, oh, what is this cliche? What is this logo? And basically discovering on my own, then finding some friends and let's say also metalhead circles because that's how I got into alternative to start with. So this was when it all started, and I did need a few years to actually start writing. It was during my studies, and I realized that, hey, anyone can do this, that we don't need to be certain, this kind of person. We don't need to, of course, we don't need to be men or, come from a certain group or background. Anyone can do this. So why not? It was during my studies that I actually realized this.
I love this story. It's because I also hated gym class, and I went to Catholic school too. And yeah, and but it is like it does sound like even more interesting and mysterious to only see the shirts in your gym class and then they disappear again, just like a ghost.
Through
That's so cool.
I agree, it was almost this mystical thing.
Yeah, that makes sense to me. Um, if you could travel back in time to see and write about any concert, who would you choose? And you can pick three.
That's a really good one. And I was wondering if it's about any concert or those I've attended. Any of them, right?
Could be any concert. You could go to Woodstock, or you could go. to the first walk-in, you could go anywhere in time.
Oh, that's a really good one. And I think that when it comes to especially traveling in time aspect, I would love to see Coven's first show.
Ooh, we're wearing a Coven shirt today.
Perfect timing. And I love the shirt.
Magic. Um,
You know, it's one thing to see Coven now, you know, a few years from now when they started playing again to their first show, like, you know, horns being flown for the first time and basically being a black mass. I would love to see that, you know.
yeah, you bring up a really good story. So sometimes people attribute the horns to Ronnie James Dio, but Ronnie James Dio was playing bass in Elf when Coven was on their first tour, and you cannot throw up the horns while you're playing bass. Jinx did it first, for sure. Yeah,
Exactly.
so there. If I could travel back in time, I mean, you could go anywhere. I might want to go see like Wagner's, like, well, I guess he never finished his Gemelt's Kunstwerk, but that would be maybe it's in the future or another dimension, right?
Yeah, I
Anything. Do you want to pick two more that you would see?
think so. I mean, just the top of my head, uh, actually there are two more bands with women in them and some of the bands, let's say, still active because the second one would be either someone from Gosling, so maybe Susie and the Banshees also back in time, or Sisters of Mercy with Patricia Morrison. But
Wow.
it's almost impossible to choose, I think.
Yeah, but these are three really, really good choices. I love all three. I would go with you. We can go together when we build our
I would
time.
love to.
Okay, great. Um, Looking back, what was a big decision that you made that turned out to be a great choice?
One of the biggest decisions, well, life decisions also at that time was studying abroad because it's something I've always wanted to, but since it was already years ago, of course, I really wanted to go to Finland, which I did. So it was like metal paradise, and I loved every aspect of it. I mean, I made many great friends with whom I'm still in contact, but it also, so to speak, made me who I am today because it was when I started writing for my very first webzine. Well, it wasn't mine, but I did join it. It was also owned by a woman,
Mm,
and even though I'm not a part, I, to be honest, I'm not even sure if it's still around. It might not exist anymore, but it gave me confidence to do my thing.
oh, I love that. You got to start somewhere. Kim Kardashian started her career modeling underwear, so everyone starts at the bottom.
Exactly. I mean, you know, by starting, you can never fail. I think that failing is not doing anything.
Oh, that is very beautiful. I'm going to take that with me today and try to say it 3 more times. By starting, you can never fail. What is your favorite piece of writing that you have published, and where can we read it?
I'm gonna send you a link to one of the interviews I did, which was actually a spontaneous piece. So it's something that was planned when Rotten Christ played with Bataille back in, it was 2018, and I did a few concerts on that tour before the Berlin show. It was like a very casual chat with frontman of Rotten Christ, Takis, and it turned out into interview, which was one of my first, but it was kind of spontaneous. It was pretty chill. It wasn't really, you know, anything uptight with having lots of stress or nerves or thinking, oh my God, how can I talk to this person? Like, no, I just thought that, hey, we could chat before. It's a band that has many years of history behind them and a band that is still active. And it was just taking this opportunity to have a chat, basically. And, you know, I do have many great memories from that tour, from that time, and the interview is available in English as well. So it is definitely one of my faves.
Oh, I'm so excited to read it. I love this casual conversation with Watain. Very cool. Do you have any new announcements for us?
I do. And one of them, I think that the biggest one, it's actually related to a project I am taking part in. It's related to electronic music, more synthwave. In case you know Carpenter Brut, it's a band which so French artist, synthwave and kind of electronic music, but many of a big part of his, so to speak, musical lore, it's in the 80s. So there is this project which I might not spoil too much, but it's also related to the whole aesthetics, to satanic panic, to heavy metal culture, and it's something I would really share with more people because it's it's gonna be really it's an interesting one.
Awesome.
And yeah, it's also not something just about myself that I'm writing this, I'm doing that. No, it's a group effort, and it wasn't my idea to start with. But there is an Instagram page. There's going to be more, and there is this really cool name, which of course we owe it to artist artist himself, to Carpenter Brut. But it's called Leather Thief Project. So Leather Thief.
Leather
I'm
teeth?
gonna write it because
Okay, sure.
my count isn't perfect. But yeah, when I was basically contacted through social media,
Oh,
it's
yeah, yeah.
yeah, like
Okay.
I found it through Instagram. Kind
Hmm.
of the founder contacted me, and the longer I think about it, the more I realize that Instagram has been really it's been working wonders. You know, you contacted me through this platform. I met many of my close friends through it, and I'm like, wow, I know a lot of social media like that.
Yeah, yeah. And it's changed in a way that is helpful for people that are at the same level that you and I are at, because having an enormous following no longer works for the algorithm. It's better to have a niche following of people who are genuinely interested in exactly what you're doing. So, for example, if you have posted a lot of pictures of food that you've cooked, and you're also a pianist, and you want to like talk to the people that like you for piano more, it's actually better to remove everyone that's following you for the food, because the algorithm will then use only those piano followers to spread your posts to other people who like piano. Otherwise, they're going to show your piano posts to people that like food too. So ads only work if you have a niche following.
Absolutely.
Yeah, so it's good. The Instagram is improving this year. It's going to be better. So
Yeah,
yeah,
that's one good thing.
and interestingly, YouTube is still the most popular app for finding new content, like over TikTok.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I don't know. I think we were talking before in Instagram chat a little bit about marketing, and I was excited to talk to you about it because I think it's really fun.
True, true, and so am I because it's really important to reach out to people and also yeah, build your fan base, which, as you've said, it shouldn't be two completely different things. It's, I mean, it's not how you start, I believe, just like you said.
Yeah. Yeah, I think it's fun. It's kind of like a game, really, like to see how it works and then like play it correctly. Um,
Yeah, pretty much.
so where can we learn more about you and how can we follow what you do?
Following what I do is, once again, I think the best for Instagram because I could say my webzine, but it's not just mine because it was founded by other people, by the main editor, and I do share what I write there. Then there is the Letter Thief project, which is also on Instagram. So far, it's been the most active out there. So these are my two main outlets, at least for now. Uh, I think as soon as there's more, I will let you know. And for now, yeah, it's basically my personal Insta and this narrative project, which is up and coming. Right now, it's still starting. So that's it for now.
Easy. Love it. Okay, so speaking of games, now we are going to close with a fun and easy game. It's
Sure.
if you've seen some of the episodes, so you know what the game is. I'm going to hold up two pieces of vinyl, and you pick which one you like more. And if you have anything to say about the bands, you should tell the audience and help us learn.
Will do. So, do I point or do I say which is better?
Oh, you say.
Okay, well, Tina Live to start with.
Yeah, Tina is my favorite. I love her.
Yeah,
She's so
an
amazing.
icon.
Yeah, and I think it's always great to remember that Tina Turner got her first Grammy at the age of 44. So keep on going, everybody.
Well said.
Santa and
This
Cher.
Sure.
Cher.
Yeah,
This one has Dark Lady on it, which is a very goth song.
exactly. And
Yeah,
I mean, people might say things about her, but hey, once again, she is iconic. So
yeah. And she's still performing so much. So
exactly. Oh, Stevie Nicks.
Stevie Nicks. Do you have a
Yes.
favorite Stevie Nicks song?
I don't really know because if it's Stevie stuff or Fleetwood Mac, I think just choosing one.
Honestly, what's Fleetwood Mac without Stevie Nicks anyway?
Yeah, really well said.
Okay.
Oh, Patti Smith.
Patti Smith. Do you
Yes.
have any favorites from her?
Again,
Me,
I'm really not sure. I mean, I could give you a few that's been stuck in my head, but just one. It's it's too hard, I think.
okay, it's fine. I'm like, her titles are very strange. So I one is one called Citizenship is probably one of my favorites by her. I also love this cover because of all the birds on it. As a person who owns a parrot, I always think how I'd like to recreate some of the covers.
I saw it like even when you were practicing. So cute.
Oh yeah, he doesn't let me do anything without him. And
It's always better with pets, right?
yeah. Oh, and you know what? I'm gonna do something different for you because
Oh,
you are
please
so
do.
you are so up to date with what all the music is doing. So this one's gonna be a real challenge. Hang on, let me get the sleeve off.
Yeah, it is a real challenge. Probably host, although difficult one.
They're both very good, and they should definitely tour together. They have
Yes, I was about to say that.
yeah, they have the same like kind of doomsy rock to them, like doomsy
Yeah,
witch. So
there
yeah.
is this vibe that's
Okay, well that's pretty much it. Except for one thing, I want to remind everybody that we have an offer from Bellatrix Armor. She's a leather accessories maker based out of California, and she's super nice. And she's giving all of our viewers free shipping and reduced international shipping. So all of our international girls can get some too. And our other special is Aurora strings. You can get colorful strings from them for 15% off. Just DM both of those people on Instagram with,
these are so pretty.
aren't they pretty? And
When you said that,
they're very comfortable. They sell them in all
that's
kinds of
great.
colors like green and blue and everything. And they have guitar strings too. And I just think they look so great with this. This strap is from a
Oh,
woman owned company too. So nice together. But yeah. Anyway, that's it. Thank you so much for coming on, Annika.
thank you. And also thank you for supporting small women women-owned businesses.
Yeah,
I mean,
of
we
course.
need to remind each other about it.
We're more than half of the world population. So if we support each other, we're going to dominate.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Which reminds me, I should send you a link to my bestie's shop because she's done this one, basically.
Ooh.
It's with snake vertebrae, so I love it. It looks like a little alien,
Oh my gosh.
basically.
Oh yeah, so pretty. Yes, please
I'm
do.
I'm in love, so I need to share it.
DM me her Instagram so I can put it in the
Will
description.
do. Yeah,
Okay.
let's support each other.
I'll talk to you again soon, I hope. Bye.
Thank you so much. Bye.